Hello there, Alessandra. Welcome back, and well done for getting this far. Thank you for sending us these new essays. These look great. My name's Andrew. I'll be correcting your essays today on behalf of Ben and everyone at Ielts-Podcast.com. So let's begin. The issue of adapting technology to our personal and working life has sparked heated debates. Good. Some specialists claim that people over-relying on high-tech instruments. I would say here you need to have a hyphen here, simply because if you want two words to sound as if they are one word even though they're not, you use a little hyphen to make sure it goes a little smoother. So over-relying on high-tech instruments. Whereas others affirm this development has helped mankind positively to improve knowledge acquirement. That's a little formal. I'd maybe say to improve information exchange or to improve communication. In this essay, I shall discuss both views, taking into account some relevant data from medical and scientific, maybe studies or reports there, because the plural of basis would be bases, and that would be it'd just be a little bit. It wouldn't sound right. So yeah, stick to reports or data to support my idea. Good. Excellent flow there and good vocabulary. Nice. So here I would say, with regard to adapting our life to cyber and industrial science, for example, there is no doubt the development of tomography and magnetic resonance machines have here improved infers a positive change. So it says the machines have improved the diagnoses of several diseases. You don't need this additional positively here because you're already inferring the positive change with an improvement. Improved the diagnoses of several diseases. This way, doctors and researchers enhance their accuracy in making diagnoses. I think that this essentially just repeats what you've already said here. So be careful of repetition. Maybe if you had just used the word accurately over here somewhere, all of this information would be in one sentence. Because then you would come into your example. So recent studies from Harvard Medical School, since TC has been widely used in medicine, disease control rates have grown over 33%, consequently enhancing the patient's life expectancy. Therefore, it is clear that if technology continues to develop, people adapt to take advantage of it, it should be of, there will be more positive implications. Good. No, that is good. I would just say, be careful of this repetition here. If you're going to introduce an idea and then state your opinion, make sure the opinion is slightly different to the first sentence, otherwise it's just the same thing again. But secondly, there is no scientific, I would say no scientific basis to show that technology has made people less intelligent. Actually, the cyber revolution and electronic devices do exist due to human beings' capacity for innovation, or due to humanity's capacity for innovation. Or I would even go so far as to say maybe humanity's need to innovate. We seem compelled to do so. For example, the International Technological Meeting that took place in London last year, or placed in Germany. Yeah, so I would say the International Technological Meeting that took place in London last year have launched a series of high-tech robotic surgical instruments that were developed by a group of scientists in Germany. I would string that all into one descriptive string rather than having all those bits shoved together. Smooth it out just a little bit. But that is good. So to conclude, or in conclusion, or in summary, there are compelling reasons to support that technology has changed people's lives significantly. So changed past and people's lives, plural, significantly. This way, I strongly agree that the population needs to adapt and believe that cyber development can improve their capacity for learning and innovation. Just a couple of word form errors there. So overall, that's really, really good. I think we've improved considerably. I don't have your error list from last time. Just make sure that you send that over next time. But let's have a quick review. Here, your opinion sentence was just a little bit too similar to your intro sentence. It had all the same information, so you could have just put accurately over here. Other than that, there were no real major issues. Let's move on to your task 1. So the bar charts illustrate the expected cities to be visited by people from 3 different countries, Mexico, Canada and the USA, in 2018. So I would say the USA, it's always the United States of America. And I don't think this comma here is necessary. And the USA in 2018. So around 65,000 Mexicans, you don't need of Mexicans, are expected to visit Madrid, while London, Paris and Istanbul will receive roughly the same number of visitors from this same country, nearly 20,000. When we're writing numbers, here this should be a comma, not a full stop. So, just a point from the future. You're correct to put it after the 3 decimal places, but it isn't a decimal. It is a comma to say 65,000. So we can't see differently when describing data. It's not. It wouldn't be appropriate. So I would say conversely, or alternatively, or any of these slightly more formal words to go into that sentence. But people from Canada will visit Istanbul almost 3 times more. Madrid, Paris and London respectively, I see. That's fine. I was just thrown off by all these full stops everywhere. But here, where we say eventually the main destination among Americans will be Paris, that's not quite accurate either. So there's a couple of issues here with these introductory words that you're using at the starts of sentences that aren't quite right. I know it's in the future, but eventually refers to after a long wait. So by using that, we're just introducing a little bit of information that isn't in the graph or isn't in the chart. So alternative to that, I suppose you could use. I would just say in 2018, just stick to the fact that you can see in the graph. In 2018, the main destination among Americans will be Paris, where 100,000 people are expected to visit. 20,000 fewer visitors. If it's a quantifiable particular number, an integer, then it's fewer. Fewer raindrops, less rain. So 20,000 fewer visitors are planning to visit Paris, while the number of tourists, again same rule, number/amount, number of tourists expected in Istanbul and Madrid are can't be equally similar, either equal or similar. Just over 60,000. This is what's called an oxymoron, when you use 2 words together that cancel each other out, that makes the thing impossible. So overall, Americans will be the main tourists to travel in 2018, regardless of the city of destination. Yeah, that is true, they do get around. The Mexicans' main destination, the destiny refers to the grand scheme of things, their overall life destination. We're not talking about that here. We're talking about their travel plans. The Mexicans' main destination will be Madrid, while most Canadians are expected to visit Istanbul in that same year. Good. So the main issues here were just the way that you're writing numbers. You need to change that to a comma, and these introductory words here, I would change those to just be a little bit more appropriate. Also, just make your paragraphs here a little bit clearer. So when we're grouping information together, make sure I can clearly see where those paragraphs are. So what I want you to do now is put together your full error list. Send me the corrected essays. Go over these now and implement the corrections that I've talked about. Send those, the next set of essays, and your error list in one email. Get that back to me as soon as you can. Once again, Alessandra, thank you very, very much for getting this far. You've done absolutely great. I want you to keep improving, and I'll speak to you very soon. Like I said, get me your error list and those essays over in one email as soon as you can. Bye.